Thanks. To delve even more into a thing that I'm hearing, I'm struck by the questions of family. We are socially conditioned by the family in which we are raised, the situation in which we are raised, and then this emotional content that comes before reason, that comes before a desire to find one's history, to analyze, in a way, one's upbringing. Could you even address even a little more deeply the struggle between one's family and the picture of reality presented by one's family, and as one grows and becomes more aware of self? You know, Beauvoir said, woman is not, you are not born woman, you become woman. And I find that as a very interesting and difficult dynamic to address the emotional content of what I was certainly taught, you know, to love my family, and the content of jerks in one's family, you know, one's immediate family. Not so much the historical, although the genealogy, the whiteness of the system of genealogy is something we can analyze, you know, we can look at, to live within the system of whiteness before one comes to an understanding of the difference between emotion and analysis. I don't even know if I'm saying this right. Does this strike any, does anybody have anything to say about that?
I'm not sure what your question is. I mean, I heard about
the question is
emotional
about,
content.
yeah, immediate family tension and existing within one's immediate family. Do we just separate ourselves from our family of jerks?
Sometimes we have to give them, listen to them enough so that they can hear themselves and hear what they're saying, and we realize that it's not true what they're saying.
I think sometimes you do have to separate yourself from them. Just from my own background, I was raised by parents that were actually pretty liberal. However, my grandparents were not that way at all. My step-grandfather, my mother's side of the family was a dentist in Racine, Wisconsin, who flat out refused to serve African Americans. Just wouldn't even, would not even deal with them. And there was just absolutely no convincing him. And I can remember as a young person, sometimes needling him about it, and sometimes just asking him about it, actually just really curious, what on earth was going on in his mind. And he was just like, I don't like them. And that's all he would say. And then he would change the subject. So, there are certain people that if they're going to meet you halfway, and you can probably have some dialogue with them, and maybe everybody can foster a little bit better understanding. But there are some people, as time grew on, I just lost more and more respect for him. And finally, I just couldn't talk to him anymore. It was just too repulsive. And my mother felt the same way. So, it was very sad. Because, I think he remained that way to the end. But, I think there are certain people where you're just not going to change their minds. And they're just not going to